Right, and hello.
You've been fishing again, haven't you?
That's what I do, isn't it?
I've caught a fish in December. Yes, and it happened today. I did actually, didn't I? I interrupted you.
But, yes. Anyway, I have been fishing. I've been here as well. Where we are
Yes.
today. We're not fishing today, sadly.
Over there.
But I've been over there as well. We are at the beautiful, everywhere's beautiful, but this one is
Oh, yeah.
Weston
We love
Pools.
don't we?
I
Absolutely
never
love
come to Weston. Like, I don't think I've been to Weston other than doing a bit of work, filming, whatever. I never get to fish here just because I'm always busy. Something's always on.
Yeah. So obviously qualifiers and all that. When did you qualify?
The last time I was here,
Peg
I was
three?
sat there and I pegged 3 jacks and I
What a day
qualified
you
for fish
had.
out.
What a day.
Amazing. And I've not fished a match since then.
Have you not?
No.
Go ahead.
I've not a bit, yeah, we've not really. It seems to be our winter haunt, doesn't it?
Yeah,
We come
yeah,
here
yeah.
right in the winter.
Because there's a pub
Right
about
there.
100 paces that
and
way.
it's very nice fishing. But anyway,
Go ahead.
so
What was it? Just a natural baits one or just a random
no,
2 day?
it
or anything?
was.
Silvers only or?
I don't know who sponsored it. I'm going to say Guru might have sponsored it, but it was the Winter Festival at Weston Pools.
Anything goes or silvers?
Anything goes.
Oh, right, okay.
Yes, it's not a silvers venue because there's so many F1s.
Yeah.
Has to be anything goes. Anything goes. Any bait. Wonderful to wear. 56 people on,
Oh, wow.
which keeps it beautiful. It's like, that is the perfect number for on site at Weston.
What's that like every other peg on all the lakes or something?
It's
much? Or
12
where you need it to be.
Yeah, it's 12 a lake up there
Oh.
on the 4 big lakes, and then the remainder on here.
So with the all the canal, weir,
Everything in.
Oh, right.
Just
okay.
not the pit.
Right.
Everything on site was in, including this beautiful pool in front of us,
Love
Jack's Pool,
Jack's.
which
So
is the one you want.
Oh,
That is the pool you want because it is the.
if you want a day's fishing, folks, come.
It's special,
Weston,
isn't it?
But come on, Jack's, innit?
Yeah.
Just beautiful.
Because it's like a pleasure, like, isn't it? It's just wonderful. But anyway, it is what it is. Festival.
Right, go on, first day.
First day, I just was a shocker.
No, I don't believe that. Just
I really,
stop
really
it,
did.
Edit that bit out, Rich, and start again.
Yeah, what are you
have
lying
you ever
for?
known him? Especially
No.
with them on. You
Yeah.
never draw a shocker.
No, this was recently I have been, and this one was at. Oh right, that's a tricky
Oh,
one.
really?
And I drew peg 6 on Belve, which is in the middle of Belve,
Yeah.
opposite 22. Very, very tight. You got 11 meters between.
Lily pads.
No, further up.
Oh, right, okay.
In between where the lily pads used to be, right in the centre of the lake. Just a tricky area, especially in
So
the winter.
how far are you touching tips and all that?
11 meters touching tips. But it's weird though, because the good thing is Belve, they don't feed like that. They feed here
What
and on the
goes in?
slopes
Is that 'cause of the
and
depths
things.
all that, you think?
I don't know, just what they do.
Right, okay.
So, although it was tight, it wasn't a bad thing, and I had some room to my left. That was a good thing.
Right, okay.
But my section, I was on 6.
Yeah.
My section was all the way around to peg 20.
So the
it was
pegs to your
all to
right
my
are
right.
generally quite good, aren't they, normally?
Can be.
Right,
They hadn't been.
right.
As
So were
fish
you
do.
happy then? Obviously, like, you want match wins and stuff, don't you? But it's section wins.
I was
in the
happy
festival.
because the previous day, Paz had been on 22,
Yeah.
and Paz had really, really struggled. I'm going to say 21 pounds, like third on the lake.
Oh, right,
So it
okay.
was fishing really, really hard.
So what have you had in your head then? You can catch like 25
Well, I
pounds?
just thought that I've got a chance then.
Right.
Because they're not going to
everyone's
catch
capable.
£100 on peg 12, which
Right.
is the
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like the flyer in the section. So I've got 6, 8, 10, 12, 18, 20. That's my section. 6 peg sections, and then another 6 peg section that luckily I wasn't into me left. But I had a gap between me and peg 3, so I've got 2 empty pegs, and it's probably the widest bit of the lake there. And there were fish there.
Right, okay, yeah, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You look, you know, and you can tell there's fish. They're not topping. There's little,
dimps.
and I thought that's where they are. And it turned out that day as well. So I've had a really, really a wintry, scratchy type
What
day.
have you done? Have you?
Tap maggots.
Oh, right, okay.
Literally, tap maggots in. And Matty told me to loose feed, which definitely had been right. You know what I mean? Have a peg loose fed.
What you have, is there rides in now? Is it mainly like F1s?
A few,
and-
not so many hiding bells.
Right.
A few,
Yeah.
very much carpy, F1y, big skin bobs.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, there's a lot of hide, but not as there is down here. And
Yeah.
you know what I mean? A lot more big fish, which can be a bit moody, a bit shoaly. You know what I mean? As they do. So I've started to my left. I've had 2 lines, one there, one there. The one to my left is where I've just sat tapping maggots and I caught straight away. Great big F1s, like 4 pound F1s. I had like 3 of them.
Beautiful and dark.
Sitting and
bronze
sitting, and you can tell that they're there. Lovely start.
Oh, man.
I've had a line to me right that I've loose fed.
Yeah.
It was on the day the worst thing in the world, loose feeding.
Really?
Not that it didn't bring fish in, but it brought them in.
A little bobby ones.
So I had a peg full of roach.
Ah, right. Okay.
Really, really weird. And wherever I loose fed, and my peg was full of roach, really, really weird. They were on it. Because probably because I was the only one in the area loose feeding as well.
Yeah.
Pulled all the roach in, which they weren't big enough to catch a weight.
Yeah.
You could have caught 15
You
pounds
loose
of them.
feeding maggots as well, or casters?
All maggots. Also
Maggots,
fished
right,
as
okay.
maggots. I've had a dob up my edges, never caught one dobbing.
Right.
and I've had a scatty match. Really, do you know what I mean? Catch a couple, go 20
Have to
minutes
change.
without one, catch
Yeah.
a couple, that sort of match. Making new lines, all to me left into the space. The pallet to me left as well. Why did F1s do this, right, at this time of year? When the shutdown, my pallet was deep. The pallet to my left were 3.5 foot touching the pallet.
Yeah.
Every time I put my rig on it, I went in dobbing, didn't get a bite. Going on the bottom, my rig moves every 30 seconds. It moves. Can't
There's
catch
fish
one.
coming in,
There's
really.
hundreds there. It's as if they're happy.
Yeah.
I'm convinced them little pain in the arse F1s are about £1.5.
Do you reckon they are just off bottom or something like that?
It's
Or?
just they're all moving.
big ball
They're just
and-
there, happy. I think they love the legs of pallets.
What,
And they're always around them.
more,
Not so much
rub up
rubbing.
against
It's
it?
just a bit of sanctuary, innit? It's just a bit of something that
Did you
keeps them
fire look
happy.
any or anything like
Yeah.
that then? Or?
I looked 2 or 3, caught 3 or 4 in the mouth,
Yeah.
but there was
Just
so
one
many there. So many. And I've just spoke to Carl, who was on the peg the next day, and he had exactly the same.
Oh, really?
They're there. It's these little stockies. They definitely shut down for a period in the winter.
Right, okay.
So, and they're them blondie ones as well.
Oh, nightmare.
Absolute.
Yeah.
They are the. Oh, so
Yeah,
clever. But anyway, really got away with it. Had a really scatty match, just catching an odd. But I felt that I was really lucky all the fish were that way. The lad opposite me, I forget his name. I think it was Craig, I think his name is.
Go on, Craig.
But anyway, chap opposite me on 22 has had the loveliest day in the world.
Has he really?
Because he's gone to his pallet on 23, which is up the lake up that way.
Yeah.
He's caught a few F1s, same as me, fishing that way, they were definitely there. And then he's gone his pallet and caught these.
Oh, wow.
So like £90.
Has he really?
Great big things.
Oh,
I'm
flipping
watching like slobbering, like I want to have a go at
I wanna
that.
go with that.
I couldn't catch it. The carp
Mad
just
that,
don't
innit?
live
Same
over
depth
the
and everything
side.
as he had, and
Yeah, they like it over there though. It's a little quiet bit.
is that where Jord qualified for?
No, Joe qualified from 18.
Right, okay.
That can be a really good end.
Right.
But really, really lucky. Long story short,
Yeah.
I won section with £35. There was a 29, a 24, 23, 22. Everyone had 20 odd pounds.
So he's not in your section then?
Luckily, he's not. Everyone there,
Yeah.
the angler to my left, chap on 22,
Yeah.
young Niall on 25, all beat me.
Right, okay.
They had £80, 55,
So he's fished
53.
well then, really, hasn't he?
Really well, but we were just off the stack.
Yeah.
I was on the edge. I was lucky.
So
Really,
you've done
really
well
lucky.
in that section, right?
If
okay.
the fish had been that end of the lake,
Yeah.
game over.
Right.
But got away with it. One section, but had a rubbish weight
Yeah.
compared to the other section winners. Who'd won the match that day? Chris Lane won the match that day, 14 Stretton.
Oh, right, okay.
Happy days on here.
What's that on there? F1s and
He caught
Idle?
shallow. He caught F1 shallow.
Oh, well.
I'm going to say 100 and...
F1's shallow.
Yes. Oh, special on
yeah.
there. Stretton was the...
Get ready,
Stretton and here were the best, fish the best.
Right.
I think he had 102, maybe 104. So, lovely, lovely day. He'd won. Alan Hughes had won Weir. Matty had won this one, off
Yeah.
peg 23, £75.
Oh.
Kerry had won Canal, 74,
It's well
75.
then, hasn't it?
Fished
Done it,
really,
yeah.
really well.
It's been flipping freezing, wasn't it?
But it wasn't, it was nice. It was,
it?
was like 12 degrees, it was
Oh,
lovely.
lovely.
So anyway, section win, all
Yeah,
good.
happy with that.
Second day, and I've drawn that one right there.
That's where I was on in fish hole, 14 on
14
Jacks.
on Jacks.
Go ahead.
I was made up to be on Jacks.
How had it done the day before?
It had struggled the day before.
Right.
But it had Matty. You're not going to beat Matty, he knows it too
that,
well.
yeah.
And he's on the good area. So Matty's run the day before.
Who else is on the lake on the
Peg
peg?
3 had been second with 70 odd pound as well.
Oh, wow.
I think Matty won like 76. I think 71 or 72 was second.
Yeah.
I don't know what was after that. I think there was a 50 somewhere as well.
Right.
Or a 45 somewhere. I forget. But it fished good.
Yeah.
And the thing about Jacks is it's bite. Full of them. Full of silver things. And
What
it was
other
so
anglers
nice.
on the lake when you were on it, Jay? On the Sunday?
Chris, on Sunday, said,
Yeah.
get to me peg, I'm last. I'm last to get to me peg.
You're normally like straight on it.
I'm
Really?
fannying about.
Oh,
I was
great.
last to draw. It was a rolling draw, so I'm travelling. But anyway, Chris Lane's on 3.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That boy could do some dipping.
14 and 3.
Wow.
Let's have a word, mate. You've been wearing his trainers or what?
That's like gold trainees. That's
Yes.
good fish again. He's on 3, the game over peg.
Right.
Paz, we'll talk about Paz in a bit.
Oh, dear.
We've got lots to chat about Paz.
Yes.
Paz is on 23.
Yeah.
I don't know who else is on lake. Everyone else is on lake. I can't remember anyone else's
Good.
name. But I'm on 14 up there.
Yeah.
It's always the little fish bit. It's where the I'd like to be. Yeah, it's I'd and Stockies live there. The carp live here.
Right.
As a rule, we're here. 5 rounds to 17. This tends to be more little
And
fish.
had the carp shown the day before? Would it
Yeah,
mainly eyes?
Matty and these two had caught carp.
Caught carp. And F1s or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, an odd F1.
Right.
So anyway, my plan really was simple. Get to me peg. There's £1,000 of fish in front of me. You've seen them today.
Yes.
You've seen how they are.
Ridiculous. There's a massive shoal all the way around, isn't
It's
there?
so clear the lake, isn't it? So
Yeah.
big balls of hide,
I bet you
ghosties.
couldn't wait. I bet you're setting up like shaking.
I didn't
Couldn't
want to
wait.
ship my pole out. I was frightened to pull them up. I was like, what am I doing here? was frightened to plumb up because I didn't want to put a pole
Because it'd spook them.
because I was worried that they'd go. I plumbed up and it did definitely change them. But I plumbed up at 13 metres, one line there for maggots, and I plumbed up another line at 16 metres with 2 rigs, one for maggots, one for pellets, because I didn't know what I wanted to do. And then dobbin rigs and shallow rigs.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that I had like winter maggies for flicking, delicate dobbin rigs. I had me proper dobbin rigs for maybe dobbing. Didn't end up using them. And then shallow rigs as well for me bait. Yeah, so match start, straight in with dobbin rig, flicking double maggots, and I've caught one shook. Let's say I'm seeing where fish are, and I could go to my left, and I could catch a ghosty F1 every now and again.
There's a shoal of them as well.
Yeah, but I couldn't see them. They were a little bit deeper. I could see a bit of moon, but I couldn't see them. I'd flick to them and I'd catch them, and then I'd wait till the eye swam through, and I'd flick to them and I'd catch one of them. I could do what I wanted. Not fast, but I probably had 7 or 8 fish first hour for about £10.
Oh, lovely.
So I'm like, yeah.
Get ready.
And I've been feeding me maggots at 13 metres, drop on that, catch an F1 like this, £4 F1. It's like, oh, right. I could catch, it was weird, on the bottom, I could catch an odd F1 all day for the first 3 hours. The eyed that were constantly swimming through, they'd literally swim at me float and go past it.
What happened when you started loose feeding?
They never were interested in it.
Really?
So weird. Just swim past it.
So you'd think
It never drew them in for the first 3 hours. Yeah, but I could flick a single maggot at them and I'd get one. So weird. But I'd have to watch me bait and strike when my bait went. If you watched your float, you don't catch one. Yeah, if you did hook the bite, it was a chub. Yeah? Like at 16 metres I'd flick it, a chub would nail it, and I'd hook a chub or an F1, and I'd miss a bite. So frustrating because my line was a bit slack and they're just horrible, clever things. But with 2 hours to go, who knows what happened? Yeah? Randomly, fed me maggots, all the eye went straight onto it. I was like, what just happened then? Literally just
that is nuts, isn't
so
it?
different. I've fed 3 pints at this
the opposite way, innit? Feed first and then like you don't catch them.
Yeah, but this for 3 hours in and all of a sudden they just went, and I was like, oh,
I bet you were loving it, mate.
It was amazing.
Oh,
but I couldn't clatter them in that I've had to have that line and a line at 16.
That's because of clarity and stuff like that.
£1,000,000%. I could go on it, catch 3 shallow. I never caught an eye on the bottom all day. Really weird. I'd catch them all about this deep, about 2 foot. But I'd catch 3 and then I'd go 16. I started feeding maggots at 16.
Oh,
the willow trees hang over, so I could fire me maggots into the tree and they'd all fall over.
Yeah, I love that, mate. Little bit of a drip feed on.
You were right on my spot. And they wouldn't go further. It was spot on. So I'd do that, catch 3 there, catch 3 there. I had the loveliest last 2 hours ever, catching one ball. But they're only this.
Doesn't matter though, does it?
It's just bites.
Yeah.
And I've ended up with £35 of F1s.
Yeah.
And I ended up with £36 of ids and chub.
Oh,
and
it's beautiful.
the loveliest day ever. But it wasn't good enough.
Was it not?
Chris has had £80 in the first 3 hours. A great big carp on bread.
Oh, flipping it. Well, just
I can't
dobbing.
compete with that.
So where's it on the lilies?
So he's on the point of the island here.
Oh, right, okay.
So really good. The carp just want to be there.
Right.
He's got some big fish early.
Yeah.
He'd done the dam. When my ad arrived, he had £80 with 2 hours to go.
Right, okay.
I couldn't have won the lake. But ended up second on lake.
Yeah.
3 points.
Yeah.
First and second. Great, got me in. That's all that mattered. Chris won festival. He had, what did he have that day? He had £109 the second day. But he didn't win the match. Someone on 14 Stretton, his peg for the day before, won the match with £109 and a few more ounces than what Chris
got
had.
the biggest weight as well.
So he got the biggest weight. The chap opposite me, because they pay that, everyone pays a tenner in.
Yeah.
And half of it goes to the biggest overall weight.
Yeah.
Not combined, single day. And then they have biggest fish as well.
So
the chap opposite me the first day had the biggest fish with £12 8 ounce or £12 13 ounce. So he's won that. The chap that won the match, I apologise, I forget his name, on the second down straight, and he had the biggest weight. He actually beat me in the festival as well. But the top 3 were Chris Lane won festival.
Yeah.
With weight-wise, miles ahead of anyone.
£200 it would have been, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Must have been, yeah.
Yeah, £215-ish.
Oh, well.
No, £212. Matty was second, Matty Dawes.
Yeah.
He had
Where was he second day?
£50. He was on 6 on Stretton.
Oh, right, okay, so that's up there. Oh, right, just where it starts widening up, innit, that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's had a lovely day there. He's won his section with 65, 68, something like that, pound second day. He was second. And Kerry
won it.
Kerry had 2 wins as well. He'd won the canal first day. I'm not sure whether he won Weir, but he won his section on Weir the second day off an area that hadn't caught, which was good.
Oh, fair play.
The first day had been tricky. I think he was on 10 or 14, top end. That had been a bit moody the first day. And he caught some big fish, some old fish. So they were the top 3 with 3 wins. The chap that had won the match, find his name, Rich, stick it on. Stick the top 4 on, whatever. The chap that had won the match second day, he beat me on weight.
Yeah.
for 4th, and then I stuck it on 5th. I think there were
5th.
4 or 5 of us
On 3 points.
on 3 points.
Right, okay, perfect.
So lovely, but they paid down to like 8th. Load of money spread all over the place. It's not a big silly money festival. You're going to go with $2,000.
Yeah.
They look after everyone.
But it's the fishing though, isn't it, as well, that you're getting?
Beautiful.
So quickly, tell us about Paz. What happened with Paz?
Oh yeah, Paz. So I was going to leave it out. Paz.
No,
this is on
Paz.
him.
Sorry, mate.
Paz. Paz is on that. For anyone who doesn't know Paz, he's like the granddad of Guru, isn't he?
Yeah, I love Paz.
So Paz is on there. Paz was going to fish waggler. He borrowed a waggler off Matty.
Right.
Yeah. And he had 4 casts before. Just you don't want to get it right.
Yeah,
you
got to get it right.
Do you know what I mean? And the first one, beautiful.
Lovely.
Beautiful.
Clipped up and everything, did he? Or
Oh, it was spot on.
lovely.
It went in. I thought he's going to catch some fish on that.
On it. Yeah.
However, when the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th cast went in the tree, 2 in that tree and 1 in that tree, and he lost his waggler.
Oh, that's it. Game over.
No waggler
Unlucky
again.
Paz.
But what he did do, he put in an expert display in extracting the entire population of goldfish out of jack.
Yes, I believe so. Caught lots of goldfish.
Yeah.
Good.
I don't know what he was using. I reckon he's used like koi sticks or
Tetraflakes.
He must have been fishing
100%.
tetraflakes.
100%.
He's let's honestly
Go on, Paz. Sorry,
to
mate.
the aerator, and he's had like 15 goldfish. There ain't even 15 goldfish in here.
I bet he's just in the middle of it as well.
Honestly, it was so funny. Anytime he's floating under, there's like a proper
so
luminous. It was amazing.
Imagine us on that. We'd have just been straight to the pub every time we caught.
It'd have broke you that.
Oh,
But yeah,
brilliant.
it was a good.
Oh, well done, Jas.
That's
Nice,
what the
that.
festival's about, though. It's that. It's the
Yeah.
crack.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not the intensity that other festivals can be.
Yeah.
It's so nice and laid back here,
Yeah,
isn't it? And as
brilliant.
you say, there's a pub that you go into every night.
Absolutely. Speaking of pubs here, lad, come on.
Time to go pub.